Hey, what's up guys? This is Vimal here and welcome back to TRHD. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a simple smartphone USB mobile charger. So these are the components you'll need to make this simple emergency USB charger. You'll need a 7805 regulator IC, a 9V battery, a 5.6V Zener diode, and a simple USB socket. So these were the components. Now I'll show you a simple schematic of this emergency USB charger. It is very simple, just take a look at it. This is the 9V battery. The plus terminal should be connected to the input of the 7805 IC and the minus should be connected to the center terminal, and the output of the 7805 should be connected to the USB socket, and the Zener diode should be placed in between the output and the ground terminal. That's it. So the phone should be connected to the USB socket using a USB cable. The 7805 IC should always be placed on a small heatsink. Now I am bending the terminals of the 7805 so that I can solder them easily. So this is the USB socket. You need to use the two pins, plus and minus pins. So before soldering them, it is always better to tin. So let's tin the two pins, plus and minus pins. It is always a good practice of tinning the pins that you are going to solder, because tinning results in a perfect solder. This is a 5.6V Zener diode that you are going to solder on the pins of the USB socket. So before soldering, we need to bend it so that it can be easily soldered onto the pins. Just bend it like this. So now we are ready to solder it. We are going to solder this 5.6V Zener diode onto the plus and the minus pins of the USB socket. This is the plus and this is the minus pins. I am using this Zener diode in the output of the circuit to protect the device which is connected to the USB socket from any DC variations. Now let's solder this 5.6V Zener diode to the pins of the USB socket. Just follow the schematic diagram and connect the Zener diode exactly as it's shown. The anode has to be connected to the minus pin and the cathode has to be connected to the plus pin. Now let's connect the 7805 regulator IC to the USB socket. Solder this red wire to the output of the 7805 IC. Now solder the other wire to the plus pin of the USB socket. Now connect another black wire to the center pin of the 7805 IC. And the other end of this wire has to be soldered to the minus pin of the USB socket. Soldering of the output part has been done. Now let's solder the battery connector to the 7805 IC. Solder the plus wire to the input terminal of the 7805 IC. and solder the minus wire to the center pin of the IC. The soldering part has been completed. Now just connect this battery connector to the battery. Just like this. That's it guys. The whole circuit has been completely assembled. Now let's check the voltages in this circuit using a multimeter. This is my analog multimeter. First let's check the input voltage which is coming from the battery. Yes, it's showing 9 volts. Now let's check the output voltage after the regulator IC. It's showing 5 volts. Now I'll explain you this circuit with the help of this schematic. This is a 9 volts battery. This 9 volts is given to the regulator IC. This IC will regulate the 9 volts and give 5 volts. This 5 volts is given to the USB socket. The Zener diode is used in the output side for just protection purpose. Now let's check the charger circuit we just now assembled by connecting it to a smartphone. So for connecting it you'll need a USB cable. Now just plug in a USB cable into this USB socket and connect the other end to your smartphone. So let's see now. Whoa, did you see that guys? The phone started charging. That is awesome. The circuit we just now assembled is working perfectly. Let me show you the phone closely. Yes, the circuit is working perfectly. You can see the phone is charging here. The whole cost of the project is very less. It can be made under $1 and is also very easy to make. This circuit is really useful in cases of emergency when there is no power. So thanks guys for watching my video. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked it. Subscribe and stay tuned to my channel for more new awesome videos.